I would have dropped the series so fast after seeing a middle-aged idol stan having to be the OBGYN to his favorite idol, and she's also 16, and he looks at her coochie. It's just like, no. Yeah, I don't even know how to start describing this anime. Here's the deal, alright? Oshi no Ko is the hottest new seasonal anime that just dropped an hour 30-minute first episode and immediately went straight to the #1 spot on my anime list. Just with one episode. One! I heard it was good, but it better be that good with a runtime that long. Along with the fact that Aka Akasaka, I think is her name, who wrote Kaguya-sama, is the mangaka of Oshi no Ko. But the 1-hour episode was also directed by the same guy who directed Rent-a-Girlfriend, so that combo is pretty interesting. I'm not even exaggerating. I think Kaguya-sama and Rent-a-Girlfriend are literally the new standard for modern shonen romance. They're either going to slap as hard as Kaguya-sama or just at least be better than Rent-a-Girlfriend. Every other shonen romance can fall between the spectrum, okay? There's a new trend in anime that seems to be showing up a lot more, probably due to the massive success as well as being an interesting storyline, where a lame middle-aged basement dweller type dude gets reborn into a more interesting life has become a hot new concept. Mushoku Tensei took the anime world by storm with this concept. Tokyo Revengers in a race too, with the more concept of the middle-aged man going into a younger body type of thing. Love it or hate it, I look at it as more of a oh, Japan type of thing. But I don't think that you can deny the buzz that this show has gotten. You can't help but get a little curious to see what it's about. Hell, after the adaptation was announced last year, it was AniTube's favorite thing to talk about. And now present day, after watching the first few episodes, I definitely see why everyone is obsessed with Oshi no Ko. It's a strange world that we're living in today with internet culture and forming parasocial relationships with figures you see online. And Oshi no Ko takes this idea and elevates it to a whole new level, deconstructing what it means to be someone in the creative industry. The disgusting, shady routes that people go on behind the cameras. This gets paired with the most haunting reality that looms over those in the spotlight. Stan culture. Much like being an anime fan, the spectrum of being socially inept and well-adjusted to obsessive, needing actual mental help stan culture is huge. This obsession with characters, with people, this especially can be seen today with following music and artists, K-pop groups, Swifties. You're either dipping your toes into it, really liking some albums, their music, then you'll start watching YouTube videos about them, following them on social media, and then sometimes you'll reach a point where a restraining order might need to be involved, and it's very scary. It's obsession. And now we follow our main character Goro, who is a casual fan to the biggest idol group in Japan, B. Komachi. He's a whole adult working at this hospital and bonds with this cancer patient, and they both fall in love with B. Komachi together. He's specifically an OBGYN that later is tasked to help his favorite idol with her pregnancy, then dies and gets reborn as her baby. I'm telling you, this show is whack, and you think that I've told you a lot of the plot, but no, not at all. I'm literally trying not to spoil anything. You just need to know that aspect. Watching the whole hour, 30-minute episode, you have no idea where things are going, how the dots are going to connect, being that it's basically a movie for the first episode. Like, that length is the same length as My Neighbor Totoro. I'll just say this if you can't tell. I'm actually happy and okay with it being this long. I actually enjoy this runtime and honestly wish later episodes, the rest of the episodes, were an hour long. This show absolutely had to go this route with this type of story, because there is no chance I'd give this show a try or give it the 3-episode rule knowing like that beginning. I would have dropped the series so fast after seeing a middle-aged idol stan having to be the OBGYN to his favorite idol, and she's also 16, and he looks at her coochie, but like it's his job and he's helping her with her pregnancy. Now here I am halfway into this season with it only going to be 11 episodes. I am tuning in for every episode in the future, not just because of the insane twists, but because of its main character. Yeah, the weird doctor actually becomes such an interesting character to follow for the rest of the show. It's been so long since we've gotten a fucked up protagonist, Because right now we have cinnamon rolls, little golden retrievers doing their best. But this series has a twisted, messed up main dude out for revenge. It's like take a mystery like Erased, but instead of Satoshi, our lovable main character, just trying his best, and put another person like Light Yagami in his shoes. But instead of purifying the world, he's out for blood in the entertainment industry. The smaller scale makes it so much more grounded and so much more relatable. Yeah, there's a lot that changes from the first episode. We go from this 30-year-old gynecologist twice stan to this menace of chaos. And I love it. Well, I love the menace of chaos part. I don't know how I feel about the gynecologist. And then the soundtrack creeps in, placing you in these moments of despair. And it's just overall such a great time. Oshi no Ko is a spectacle to witness, and the first few episodes has something for everyone. But let's not beat around the bush. No matter how great our protagonist is and how interesting the story gets, I am personally now in a really weird state where I just have to get over and just live with the fact that this is a 30-year-old man hanging around 16-year-olds. Wait, he's not even 30 because his current body as the baby ages and stuff. Oh boy. Part of me really likes to see the maturity of this main character in something so tactical and seeing how it goes into the story. But also, why did he have to be a grown man and die and stuff? And why couldn't he have just been a kid that grows up and really smart and just wants revenge? But then I guess this show wouldn't be as talked about as it was or is. I'm literally doing what the show wanted. I'm talking about it because it's insane. I guess I still have yet to see more with being an anime-only watcher. I just love this type of story a lot. Creepy age aside, it's extremely simple yet clever, and its animation and art style just blows you away. I don't mean to sound like a broken record here, but Oshi no Ko is just packed with a bunch of different elements that there is so much to talk about with trying to be spoiler-free. This show is basically Death Note plus Boss Baby in the world of Victorious. But to be honest, this show takes what it's given, and of course they deliver with the concept this intense, and it matches perfectly with its visuals. The iconic star designs and the eyes and bright colors are just so stunning, but also really unsettling. There's a sense of self-awareness to this show that is highlighted in its art to emphasize huge moments. And when this show wants to make emotional beats hit, it really packs a punch as the voice acting, the art, the music all intertwine. But also, I will say our female lead, the second main character, Ruby, his twin sister, still has yet to have me hooked to follow her journey in this mess. I understand her more as a plot device more than someone to root for, but I think it's because she hasn't been given the chance to prove herself yet, to actually let her character shine and have a moment in this story. As for the rest of the cast, I think there's a lot to love and it has a solid foundation. There's this character with the nickname Loli Senpai, and I love her. But of course, the real thing that makes this anime stand out is how quick it was to catch the anime community's attention. Does a story not only this weird, but also this early deserve the #1 spot on my anime list? No. Although, as the series continues, I really wonder if it will inevitably prove to earn a spot up there on Mal. This anime just feels like a mix of so many things that's going on in today's generation, and it's just really interesting to see anime tackling that. Social media, TikTok, Twitter is huge in this show, and the dialogue almost feels current. Not in a weird way, but in a way that feels natural. I don't know if that's just the sub-translation of the website that I watched it on, or if it was actually specifically written this way in the source material, but it's just really satisfying to see, and also really unsettling to acknowledge. And the way it handles it, I don't see it becoming outdated in the future. I will say, being halfway into the anime, 5 episodes in, it really does still feel so early. I'm still trying to find the grounded parts to its plot. Sometimes it's a high school anime, sometimes it's a workplace drama on top of the overarching revenge mystery aspect to it. So with only 5 more episodes left, I'm thankful that a season 2 has already been announced. At the end of the day, I'm actually really glad that Oshinoko is a balls to the wall type of show, discussing really current and interesting topics. There's a catharsis that occurs after you finish the first episode, and I think that alone is reason enough to check it out. It definitely isn't by no means a must-watch anime, and is also can be kind of triggering to people. And as I said, I'm enjoying it so much so far. I just really hope that it keeps the current pacing that it has now that all of us are hooked. And I hope that once all the groundwork and foundation to this revenge mystery is all laid out, that it all comes together and the puzzle pieces align in a satisfying way that makes sense, instead of rushing things and giving us an ending that feels really anticlimactic and kind of ruins the show now. But yeah, that's the video. I just wanted to share my thoughts with you guys because it's the only thing on my mind right now. And I definitely want to hear what you guys think of it so far. I also forgot to introduce myself at the beginning of this video. Hi, my name is Inakyu, and please tell me what you think of this show. Are you interested in watching it? Is there anything that you're currently worried about with this show? Do you like this type of first reaction review type of video? Like, comment, subscribe, all of it, none of it. Follow me on all of my social media. It's not like I care or anything. They talk about being obsessed with analytics on like TikTok and YouTube and stuff, and I just like, they talks about YouTubers. It gets so real. I hate it so much, but it's awesome.